part of monitoring, evaluation, learning, knowledge management. Refers to implementation of the electronic government system, and I will demonstrate the power of Excel in this presentation. This presentation highlights the capabilities of Excel in organizing, analyzing, and presenting data effectively. So we will take the example of the inventory table detailing the equipment available on the policy and research and statistics floor 2, and this was consolidated by colleagues from GSA, and I have worked extensively with the colleague on this inventory list, and I will demonstrate to you the process and the findings and possibilities and opportunities Excel demonstrates. So why is this relevant? We're talking about MOGCSP system for the Ministry of Gender and equally for the Ministry of Agriculture. We have to be aware of the arrest agenda, which you can check here on page 127, speaks about programs and key targets and key interventions. And it refers to implementation of the electronic government systems, including procurement. Procurement is not the topic for the Liberia Women Empowerment Project, but here is what we can do to modernize government and services and programs and establish digital documents and record system. The second reason why this presentation is important is the World Bank report about public expenditure and financial accountability performance assessment for Liberia. This report was made in 2020 and published in June 2021. And it has highlighted several important strengths of Liberia. You can see them here. I will not go into very details of these findings, but what we need to focus on here is public asset management. We need to strengthen public asset management, which is part of monitoring and evaluation capacity of the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, and equally Ministry of Agriculture. So what we want to demonstrate here is what we want to demonstrate here is how we develop the inventory list and what is the power of Excel here. So you can see here my screen. At my request, colleague has developed an inventory list. I was really impressed by the Excel skills that I found. You can see, however, that there are different items listed here, and I realized that I can't really manage the data if those are provided in this form. So we have added some yellow highlighted cells. I requested that the data should be rearranged in a different way, and on the 8th of November, this is what I got. So for example, we had 10 or 12 columns for each of the departments, and the items were listed here. So you can see here number 1 is desk. It is wooden. We don't have serial number for that product. We have unique GSA code. We know that this is semi-executive. This heading, this column was empty. Then we know that one piece is available. It is assigned to Mr. Harrison Cole, and the condition is like it is fairly used. And then this data was followed by other departments, other divisions. You can see here GBV division. So based on this, I have consolidated all the data into 15 or 16 columns, because this is the way Excel operates. So let me share with you. After I cleaned and analyzed the data, this is one very rough version of Excel. And the recommendation was that we classify all the asset types. Here you can see IT equipment, office air conditioner, office equipment, office furniture, office supplies, and vehicles. So these are the ones we used as asset types. This is a work in progress, and I hope we will be able to add more to utilize the tool, but this is just the first presentation. So asset name, then we have a column brand type, product ID or serial number. This is very important, especially for laptops, because those have serial numbers. You can see here, for example, Lenovo ThinkPad, it has its serial number. Then it was assigned unique GSA code. It is then column G speaks about the description, date it was received, donor or project when it was received. For example, for this one, we know it was received from the Ministry of Finance Development Planning. Quantity available or requested is 1. Unit can be piece, box, cartoon. Assigned to person, you can see we have here the name, and we have office. We have given the code to each and every office. MOGCSP, Planning, Research and Statistics 219. We can agree on any different type of coding of the offices. Then we are talking about counties. We want to see if this is Bomi, Bong, Central Office or any other county. You can see Central Office GBV, Bong, then we have Brambasa, etc. And then we have condition. So among condition, we have identified if the item is damaged, disposed of, fairly used, good in usage, or needed or requested for purchase. So once I have provided this type of data, it is easy now to respond to any question decision maker have for us. For example, if the minister comes one day and says, I want to know how many laptops we have in Bong County, or I want to know how well equipped our offices are. For this purpose, we can design pivot tables. So I can click in any cell within this table, and I can go to insert pivot table, and I will say recommended pivot tables. No, I will not take this one, but this is one of the options. So I will do my own because I have a specific requirement. Insert pivot table, and then another window opens up. You can't see that window. Pivot table from table or range. I will choose new worksheet, and then I will click OK. So here I have a pivot table and I have pivot table fields. So I want to know in column 1, I want to have all the asset names. In rows, I will put all the asset names, and in columns I will put, for example, I can put a donor or project who gave us those, or I can put assigned persons, or I can put office or county. Let me put county, and then values, let me put like a quantity available. So I will now turn off this option, and I will see here, for example, in Bong County, we have 1 bookshelf, 1 chair, 1 desktop, 1 computer bag, etc., etc. So we have 10 items. So we can also analyze per county if these are items needed for purchase. This is the pivot table I designed earlier. So I want to see, like for the IT equipment needed for purchase, we have requested one color printer, one computer desktop, one computer laptop, 17 copy machines. Oh my God, how could this be? Let me check. So, what are these copy machines? Where do they come from? I want to see. Oh, we have requested one for each of the gender county coordinators. You can see this is what we requested. So this comes in details, you can see here. So if I go back, I can analyze further. I have prepared some other options. For example, here I want to see what are fairly used items. What are fairly used items? Let me see. So I have one copy machine, one computer desktop, 11 chairs, 9 desks, one filing cabinet, and in total we have, this is the presentation of items which are fairly used. If I click on pivot table, where I have actually inserted conditions of the item, I want to see what are needed for purchase. So we can see that we requested 20 laptops and desktops, one computer desktop, one computer laptop, and 15 laptop bags. It's interesting, we did not request any air conditioning device, so they are not here. So if I want to see, for example, if there are office ACs, they were not requested to be purchased. So what I'm doing is I am actually selecting what will be presented here. Let us go back to the pivot table we designed, which produces itemized list for every county. We can arrange it to look better a little bit, but it would be interesting to see if we can see some charts, if we can visualize data for our decision makers, and if we can see some charts. So let us see how we can present this. Okay, this is the chart. We can copy that, or we can cut this, and we will insert new sheet, new worksheet, and we will paste it here. And let us see what do we have here. So Bombi is blue. No, this is not really good chart. This is really good chart. We have to choose another one. We will change chart type, and we will do something else. We will do bar chart. Okay, that would be better. Bar chart, so we will see how many items we have in each of the counties. For example, it is not really nice. So the key is to have this kind of table, Excel table, aligned and completely and fully populated, so that we can really use it to analyze data. This also goes for the GBV annual report. If we have all data in this kind of Excel sheet, we would be able to, once it is collected through Kobo Toolbox or any other online platform, we can download it and transform it into Excel and then produce various charts and pivot tables. Thank you so much for your attention.